recording. Yes, recording has been started. Okay. So now, um, why we are here? Okay. So why we are here in this class? Because everybody knows it's a Power BI demo, and you are here for by maybe referred by some one of your friends, or maybe yeah obviously one of your friends, because I do not have any advertisement media, or I'm not advertising anywhere. So definitely you might be referred by one of your friends or our my friends. Okay. So it is a Power BI. So what is this Power BI and why we should learn this, right? So Power BI is a latest technology, first thing, and it is a very good demand in the market, and it is easy to learn and easy to get the job. So these are the benefits. So that is the reason we are here. Okay, that is the reason we are learning. It is most demanding skill, and it will be the demanding skill in future, because Microsoft is putting a lot of efforts to improve this Power BI technology. Okay, so that is the reason everybody is actually trying to learn this and trying to get the job, and most of the people are getting job if you have a passion, interest, and enthusiasm. Okay, burning skills, burning desire. Okay, so then you will definitely get a job. It is nothing. I've seen a lot of success stories. We have I personally work with 25 plus people closely, for their success, and I know what success mean in terms of Power BI. Okay, so that is the reason we are here, right? So what exactly Power BI, right? So what is Power BI? Before I ask this question, what is BI, and let's say what is I first. So B for business, I for intelligence. Okay, let me derive this. B for business and I for intelligence. Okay, so what is intelligence basically? People think that intelligent is too much knowledge, lot of clever, that there's no nothing. Intelligence is a process. Okay, so intelligence is nothing but it will answer past, present, and future. Okay, it should be able to answer past, present, and future, and it can control the future the way we want, is called intelligence. Intelligence is a perception, how you see the situation. Okay, could be business, could be crime, could be learning, could be career, could be anything, could be your life intelligence that you can apply. So what is your life? What is your past life? What is your present life? What is your future life? How you want to go? How you can control this? By creating some KPIs, key performance indicators, how you are performing in learning things, how you are performing preparing your resume, how you are there for attending calls, how you are there for the things that you follow, assignments, everything. You can track yourself. It's called intelligence. You can apply for your intelligence to your learning, to your success intelligence. You can make it any intelligence, any tool, any eye that you can prepare for yourself. So that's where I feel vibrated to learn this business intelligence stack. I started my career with MSBI and then moved to Power BI and working with Azure Data Factory, Databricks, Data Lake, Synapse Analytics, so Synapse DB. So a lot of things that I'm working for currently. Okay, but for you, Power BI, the combination of MSBI is very good combination and very good, market out there. Okay, so that's where we are going to learn. Okay, so what is Power BI? So first we understand what is BI, business intelligence. You have applied your intelligence to business. What happened to my business? Why that 100 rupees sale only actually happening for me? How can I control to make it 150 rupees? Okay, so what are the factors that I need to understand how many customers, how many locations, who is actually contributing, why this is actually going down. So everything that you can understand your data by creating reports. Okay, so that's where the intelligence lies in. So you, for your career also, you should have your data ready so that you can prepare your own intelligence for anything that you want to apply, that you want to control, that you want to achieve, right? So for them, for business, that is business intelligence. They want to success their business. They want to succeed their business to achieve some goals, right? So for that, they need to understand their data first, how it's going on. For me, for you, it could be a simple data and very, limited data, but for the business, it is a huge data. Okay, they can store it anywhere. There are hundreds of thousands of locations they can store, but finally they need to analyze the data. We are in the era of big data and bigger data. Okay, so this is the time of big data and bigger data. So there is a term called bigger. So uh, not bigger, bigger data. Okay, so bigger data technology. So what is big data? Big data is like three V's. Okay, three V's: wide varieties of data, volume of data, and velocity of data. But bigger data is something else that they added another V or something, and they made it bigger data. Okay, so in this era, how Power BI is so powerful to understand this big data, right? So Power BI is a futuristic tool. Let me tell you. So Power BI is a futuristic tool. It can work with. It is already working with IoT. It is already working with data science. It is already working with machine learning. So it can work with anything that can comes in, which can produce the data. Okay, we will see that IoT, how IoT ECG kind of graph we can see live graph like ECG. When you go and see the hospital ECG, so there is a curve graph, right? So we see in the movies, whoever is in the emergency room, there will be ECG goes on. So that kind of reports also we can see in Power BI. There is a huge scope in Power BI, definitely, because Microsoft is putting a lot of efforts because it's realized that every business require report, and whenever they want the report, they should look forward towards to Power BI. That's where they make it very cheap and very powerful, and nobody is sustaining into the competition. If you go and check for Google Trends on Power BI with other tools, or Gartner. Who is this? Gartner report. Who is this? They are like a movie critics. So you see, whenever the new movie releases, people will come and shout, "This is very good, fantastic, that, this, that." So that kind of thing in the technology here. The Gartner is a team of people who they can analyze in very wide varieties of perspectives how it is grabbing the market, why it is grabbing the market, what is the best in that, and what is not best in that. So who is competing for them? How this is moving towards the business? So what could be their future of business? So all those things they will analyze, and there's you can also see this graph in the Gartner. You can go and search Gartner report, Gartner report for Power BI. So if you can search, you will get it. Okay, so maybe I'm not sure, you can search in Google, but I think this could be the latest one. Let me check this. So you can search in Google. Okay, Power BI report for Gartner. Okay, I'm just making, see, Microsoft is in the leader position. Challenger means they are struggling. Okay, they are just struggling to sustain themselves. You see, niche players, visionaries. Okay, they have some good vision, but still they have to improve. This is the place where the leaders lies in. Okay, previously Tableau was the top, but now the business is growing. I've seen one of my friends' project is migrating from Tableau to Power BI. and Tableau license is more, and Power BI is cheap, and Power BI can work with 99 plus sources, and it has inbuilt SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server and Power BI can go with very good combination. I will show you how many ways we can connect with SQL Server with Power BI and how it will give you a lot of demand in the market, how can showcase your experience and everything. Okay, so that's where Tableau was here and it is going down, and ClickView also, ClickView, Tableau were actually non-traditional ETL tools like Power BI, but they were, before Microsoft, but now Microsoft is move ahead, right? So it is going forward, and nobody competitor in this market at this point of time. You see a lot of reporting tools out there in the market, you might not know, right? SAP also has a lot of tools on the reporting side, but still it could not sustain in the reporting area. Okay, IBM, MicroStrategy, a lot of tools are there, but still they are not sustaining in this reporting because a lot of competition and market requires, their migration cost and everything they should analyze, and then only they will migrate. Otherwise, they won't. So this is the Gartner report, and we understand that Microsoft Power BI is a leader in the market right now. And you can also check Google Trends. Similar way, search for Google Trends, Microsoft Power BI, and then you will get a graph, different graph. Okay, it will tell you how over the period of time how the Microsoft Power BI is actually getting grow. Okay, now we realized um, Microsoft Power BI is good. Okay, and why we are here? Why we are here to get the job? Okay, your 15 years of education is one side, and you might have a little gap, and you might have experienced a lot of struggles and all the stuff you might have practiced and put effort, but still you might not get succeed. Okay, because of various reasons, right? But now this is different. So I'm going to play the game for this 1 month, and you should participate with your, with your energy and interest and enthusiasm, and then we'll see the results. Okay, but please, I request you are 100% focus, interest on this 1 month training, which can challenge your 15, 16 years of education. Trust me, market is changing, system is changing. You have to change your thought process. Okay, so don't go for government jobs. If any of your friends who are trying for government jobs, tell them that that is out of, out of what you can say, outdated thing. There won't be any government jobs. Okay, government is not run the jobs; it run the systems. Okay, we know everybody who get the government job, they won't work properly. Okay, they will say the rules and they will not work properly, and they expect bribe and everything. So a lot of things that system is actually facing the challenges. Okay, so things apart, focus 1 month. Okay, i i I know you might not like these words because you might have a kind of a right, different mindset, but still I'm telling you, you will realize one day, that's for sure. Okay, so who am I? Okay, who am I? So, about myself, my name is Mahinder. I have 15 years of experience. Okay, I have completed more than 19 batches. Okay, on Power BI. I'm a coach, mentor, trainer. Okay, that's my passion. So, okay, so and I worked. I'm a certified Power BI, Power BI certification. That's okay. But apart from that, I extensively work with Microsoft. Okay, I've delivered a lot of people. I've worked with a lot of projects, and I've trained a lot of people and who got success. I've seen closely, very closely. I realized, one person, okay, who never worked for a, he never succeed. That's what I realized. I thought, okay, I thought one person, X person. So there is a person called X. Okay, I thought that he never, succeed in his life. That's what I decided, because with my own observation, I have been observing from him for months. Okay, not 1 month or 10 days, months. I've observed him for months, and then I decided, no, no, he never worked for that. He never worked for he never suits for a software job, or maybe this kind of job. But my observation is wrong. My mindset was wrong. He succeeded, and he's earning 1.5 lakhs per month. Trust me. Not only that, there are a lot of success stories I made who is zero, then I made him hero. Okay, so I want to be a kingmaker. I'm not a, I don't want to king, but I want to make the king. Okay, that's my passion. So if you are ready for that, then this is your right, platform. You need to connect with me. You always have to approach, and you should always follow the rules, and you always, whatever I say, you have to do it at any cost for this 1 month. There is a success story who got the job within 1 month, 15 days. After the course, within 15 days, he got the job. There is a success story. If one person can do, why can't you do? Right? So only difference is the passion, the burning desire. If you really have a burning desire, definitely you will get it. And who was nothing, and who was nothing in terms of software, he was 20 years of his, some background, different background, as he's very experienced person, and he changed his completely from teaching field to a software side, and he got an assistant manager directly from zero to directly assistant manager in software. So there are a lot of success stories. If I tell you, this time won't sufficient. So I don't want to make others to be highlighted. I want you should I want you to be highlighted, and I would like to highlight this course. Okay, so as I said, my name is Mahinder. I have 15 years of experience. I've trained a lot of people. I'm a mentor, coach, trainer. So there is a lot of difference between mentoring, coaching, and training. So that we will discuss further. But make sure the simple difference is the trainer will give the subject and then say bye bye bye. But coach is not like that. He will there for you till you get the success. But ultimately, you should have some rules and regulations, and you should follow, and you should, follow the guidelines from uh, the coach. Then you will get the success. And what is mentoring? It is on top of the coaching. So he will not with you for your success, but he will give you some guidance, and that guidance will give you a exponential growth. When I say exponential, double, triple, that kind of growth. I've one lady come to this training, and she has some kind of X package, and she wants some Y package, but she got Z package. Okay, so the Z is double of Y, right? So that kind of mentoring, that is the power of mentoring. I will tell you, few points, few techniques, few tips, so that will give you a double, triple benefit, right? So that is called mentoring. So we should understand the thin line between training, coaching, mentoring, right? So that this is the right environment. Okay, now when we can learn this, how much time I need to put? There will be a lot of questions around this. When, so we have a class daily at around 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. or 8:50, 8:30 it may go if you have any doubts. Okay, this is the time. Daily 1 hour the class time. Okay, and from Monday to Saturday. Okay, and after the class you will have 30 minutes or 1 hour. It depends based on the input calls that I get from you. After the class there is a clarification session. Okay, you should remember this. Okay, So let's say now, and also you are going to get the recording, okay, the class recording. And before this recording, I would like to tell you one thing. So you have a lot of material out there in the YouTube, okay? And I know people can teach better than me in YouTube, but still, why you should come here and why you should learn with me? That is the question that you would get it, right? And it will bug you. So why are you going, Mahendra? You have a YouTube channel. There they will actually turn, teaching everything in Power BI. And why you should go to Mahendra's Academy Pro? Yes, I will challenge you. You should come to me because there are a lot of real-time scenarios you are going to learn. Okay, that they won't teach you because you are going to put some experience to get the job, and the training will not enough. The training will tell you the subject. Here you need more than subject. That is one reason is more than enough to come to Mahindra Academy Pro. And not only that, we are going to give you a live the service account, okay, the 2 months free service account, which will be 100% real time. I can say more than 100%. Why? Because in the real time you will get one of the roles in the workspace, and your scope is very limited. But here you can do anything and everything. Nobody can stop you. You can create the workspace, you can delete the workspace, you can add a role, you can delete the role, you can change the role, you can try like anything. Nobody will stop you. Okay, I really happy if you do all those things. So that kind of opportunity you never get it anywhere, because it is not free. It is $5,000 worth of service account. I'm going to give it for free for you for 2 months to practice. Why? Because I have a company, so that company will get the some free credits from Microsoft. So that is the reason I'm going to give you. Otherwise, it's not possible for you to get that service account for free. Okay, so real-time scenarios will make me different. And the service account, what is service account, we will discuss. Okay, not to worry. So there is a service account where you need to log in to explore more about Power BI admin side. Okay, admin side. So this course consists of developer, admin, designer, whatever the role you decide, business analyst, whoever it is, everybody can learn this course, and that will suits for them, their job role. Okay, okay. Now, so this service account worth is $5,000, more than $5,000, because I'm going to give you a free premium account, premium license. Okay, so $5,000 plus dollars, not even rupees. Okay, into 75. Okay, that's the amount for 2 months. Okay, just for practice for 2 months. For 2 months, 60 days. Okay, that is more than enough to practice. If not, I can give you one more account also, but make sure you put your effort. Okay, otherwise it's waste of your time and my time. Okay, I need to create that service account. It will take time, time for me. Okay, but your effort is really important. Okay, your success is very important. Okay, I'll give you if required, but make sure you should finish within that 1 month, because if you learn, if you keep on learning, I know, I see a lot of people from old batch students, they will keep on join. So if you learn lifelong, the subject never ends, but that won't require to get the success. You need to take an action. Start early, fail early, get up early, and get the job early. So we will discuss that, Scrum, Agile mechanisms also within this course. So this is completely different than your, other trainings you might have seen anywhere. But I'm going to give you kind of rules. Okay, we will set up the rules after this class. Okay, let me start my demo, because another 30 minutes I would like to give the demo, and then we will set up rules. Okay, for this batch alone, because every batch I will start something new. I don't want to give the old things. I at least add some, a few points to make me interest to teach. Okay, at least. Okay, now we discussed when. So when 7 to 8 every day, 1 hour, Monday to Saturday, and there is a clarification session after that, one on one clarification session on one on one. Okay, recordings after the class and real time scenarios. Okay, interview preparation, all these things are free. Okay, nothing. Once you pay the fee, I never ask for the training point of view. Okay, so there is another shortcut also. When you connect with me personally, when you come, okay, so the rule is, actually I would like to introduce this time, so you can come to me here. So because I never offered this kind of scenario, but you can come to me, you can practice here, whoever is nearby. Okay, there are a lot of people in this building who are working on Power BI. Okay, so surrounded by this area, so a lot of people are there. You can connect to this environment, you can work with them, you can talk to them, you can discuss whenever you want, and you can come and practice and go, that is also fine. But just give your time, because uh, whenever you get time is not maybe good idea. Sometime maybe morning, 9 to 11, that could be the right time. You can come and practice and go. If any doubts, then there are people who can help you out, or if not, I can help you out. That is for sure. That's the additional advantage that I would like to offer. It's an optional. Okay, so we are in the technology, so where you can, uh, wherever you sit in the globe. Okay, the collaboration is the right word that I can define here. You can sit anywhere in the globe, but you can work with me or work with any person closely then who can sit here. Okay, so that's where I've given this clarification session one on one. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can share your screen and show the error, and show the process. I can ask questions, I can take any desk, and I can resolve the problem. So this is a very powerful scenario, the powerful option that you can utilize to learn anything. Only thing is you should follow some rules. Okay, if any technical issue, you should wait after the class. So let's say you practice in the afternoon, maybe 2 a.m. 2 p.m. IST, and you need to urgent to be clear. This error should be clear. No, you should wait till next day class finished, and you open that. Okay, you put your laptop into hibernate mode and then put the charging and keep that error as it is. And once the class finish, you can ping me, you can give the screenshot. Sometimes you can put the screenshot with me one on one. Okay, and then if it could be finished with the chart, that would be better. If not, you need to wait until the class finishes and then you clarify. That is the only thing, because that will give you a lot of you know uh, search capabilities. You will not wait. Okay, what you will do, you will go and do Google search, you do that, this, and you might get a solution also before come to me, right? So that's where there is a lot of benefits, pros and cons for any topic that you take it up. But you put a right mindset, you come up with the right mindset, you will get the correct results. If you come up with a negative mindset, you come up with the, testing me, testing someone else, testing others. No, that's not the one. You need to come with trust, because it's not, I'm not starting, this is a first batch, so you can test me that time. But this is a 18th 19th batch. Okay, so you cannot test me, because it's not your time, you're not wasting your time to test me, right? So you are here to succeed yourself. you know Keep that doubting mindset aside and put 100% efforts to whatever I try to explain, try to practice. There will be a lot of assignments also, I didn't tell you that. Assignments. Okay, you can, I will give you assignments, you can publish, you can share your link, how you discuss with end user. And from today onwards, from maybe tomorrow onwards, not tomorrow, tomorrow is Sunday, so from Monday onwards, we are going to discuss a daily status call. So what is that? What does it mean? So which will give you a real-time experience, okay, which will give you a real-time experience. So when you can discuss with me, you can discuss with, in the job also. That's the only intent. Here we are making you, we are preparing for you for the real-time job. So you should be able to on your camera, and you should be able to tell what you have done yesterday. These are the four questions: what you have done yesterday, okay, and what are you planning for today, and what will you do tomorrow, okay. Are there any obstacles? What does mean by obstacle? Any challenges, any problems, okay. Are there any obstacles? Let me explain you this, okay. Okay, so very very simple question. It will not take more than a minute, okay, half minute to 1 minute. So yesterday I practiced, yesterday I've installed Power BI desktop, okay, and I prepared this demo, okay, whatever you explained in the demo, that I've practiced. This is what I've done yesterday, and today I'm planning to learn whatever the class is explained, and whatever the assignments that they have given. I'm going to plan for today, and tomorrow I will also take any assignments, or if anything missed yesterday to be practiced or today to practice, then I will definitely include that in the tomorrow session. But currently I could not able to install this desktop or something else. I could not able to connect this web. So let's say some source you are not able to connect, so that is a problem. Can you help me please? So these are the 4 points that you need. How much time it will take? It will not take more than 30 minutes. But this is how the questions will be asked in the real time. So you should be able to answer this. But we will start one day. Okay, not maybe Monday, but I will tell you. Okay, you should have a confidence to talk this. Okay, but you should be ready. Okay, whoever wants to discuss from Monday, you can personally chat with these questions. Okay, but I will ask one day to practice. So the call should be within the team. So we you should think that we are the team, okay. We are the team, so we are working. I'm the scrum master or product owner, think that, and you are the scrum member. So how you answer these questions, that is very very important. Now let me start the demo. Okay, so before you start the demo, we should understand the Power BI in a while, right? So you hope you understand how we are going to learn this. This is how, okay, assignments, clarifications, right? Real-time scenarios, interview preparation, service account, status call, right? So all these are all benefits. Okay, all these are all. This is how you are going to learn in Mahindra Academy Pro, right? Hope you are clear how we are going to learn Power BI here, right? Okay, if you have any doubts, please call me after this demo. We can discuss more about this. And now, what is the qualification to learn this? There's no qualification. Anybody can learn if you have a real passion, real enthusiasm, real burning desire. Okay, so anybody can learn this. I have a lot of success stories, and if you have any doubts, call me. I can debate with you. Okay, I don't want to debate or argue, but I can explain you how that is possible, how the market is changing, how the trend is moving, and how you should follow the trend. Okay, so that's how this. And now the Power BI. So Power BI has two major parts. One is Power BI desktop. It's a free tool, and anybody can download and install, and they can start developing the report. But there is a service account, Power BI service account. Okay, it requires the cost. It requires the license, subscription. Okay, just like pay as you go, just like your mobile phone recharge, it's like your DTH recharge, it's like pay as you go, prepaid. Okay, so kind of thing. So you need to pay for something to use it, plug and play. Okay, but here I'm going to give you a 5,000 worth of premium license to practice. Okay, you can work with 4 roles like admin, member, contributor, viewer. So all these roles that you can apply to your email address on the workspace, and then you can see what is the difference between all those 4 roles, how that's really useful for the business to understand the reports. So these are the two major things, okay, to understand Power BI. Okay, this is required license. So that's where the Microsoft is getting the business. They are actually uh, making the money using this Power BI service account. Okay, how this is, why this is so important? Without that, can't we understand the reports? That everything you are going to see now. Okay, so how to get this Power BI desktop? So first thing, download or install the Power BI desktop. Okay, let's see. So you open Google Chrome. Okay, search for Power BI desktop download. Okay, you search something like this, and you see the powerbi.microsoft.com, the first line here you see. So click on that link. Okay, and it will open up something like this, powerbi.microsoft.com. Okay, slash downloads. Okay, and go to products and click on Power BI desktop. You will see something like this, and do not click download free because it will go to a store. So you should not click this. I don't recommend to click this. And if your OS is not licensed or maybe some problems, then it will give you a but I recommend this to click, and it will open up something like this, and here you can see some details. So when this latest version was updated, October 4th, so 4 days back, they have updated this file. Who? Microsoft. Okay, what is the latest version? 2.1 is the latest version. Okay, so you see what is this options are there and what is the system requirements. So this is important. So people will ask, like, what kind of laptop I need to buy? So what laptop will suits for this Power BI learning? I think so Microsoft is you should not believe my words but believe the Microsoft words. So what it is saying, that it required at least Windows 10 and above. Windows 11 is good, Windows 10 should be there. Okay, or Windows 8, Windows 8 point also will work, but there I see a lot of challenges with Windows 8 and Windows 8.1. I recommend to go with Windows 10. Okay, and the second option is it required Internet Explorer 10, which is Edge. This one is required. Okay, and this is I will explain this in a while. Okay, this is Installation Express, and then go and click download. So it's asking two things, 64-bit and 32-bit. So what is, it's not 32-bit. If you don't know any bit, then you can choose this. If you know your machine is 64-bit, then you can choose this. And how do you know that it's my machine is 64-bit? So for that, you need to go to start and go to properties, or you can go to this PC if you have. No, reset this PC. Let me tell you, Windows E, so that it will, you see this PC, this one. Okay, right click and go to properties. Here you see the 64-bit, you see x64 based process, 64-bit operating system. Okay, so mine is i7 processor with the 9th generation, 2.6 gigahertz to 2.59 gigahertz of processor speed. Okay, 16 GB RAM I have, and you know it requires 16 GB. You at least require 4 to 8 GB is enough to practice this. Okay, 4 GB is enough, but if you have 8 GB, then that could be great. Okay, mine is Windows 11, and you can see this. Okay, so that's how you can understand your system also if you don't know what exactly. Okay, we have Windows 11 Pro and 16 GB RAM and i7 ninth generation. When you see 9 series, if you see 5 series, then fifth generation. If you see 6 series, you can see sixth generation. That's how you can understand the processor generation. Okay, so now Intel is actually running i11 generation, something like that. That's the latest processor, I think, but it will cost a lot. Okay, AMD Ryzen also, Ryzen 5 is also very good processor that I see, because my company laptop is that is the AMD processor with the Ryzen 5. That is also very good performance, but it depends. I cannot recommend anything, but this is how you can understand and you can make a decision. You can make a decision. Okay, so you understand this is how the system type is 64-bit. So if you don't know, you don't know how to come to this thing, right? You simply choose the second option, okay, which will work. Because as I know, I can just choose this and click next, so it will download. Okay, it will take less than a minute to download based on your internet speed. Okay, I recommend you should have a very good internet speed, because that will give you a that is your investment. Okay, that's what I can tell you. For the success, that is the investment. Okay, because you are going to attend interviews from your home. Okay, see how the technology is helping us. Okay, in our days we used to go by bus, and lot of travel efforts, but still sometimes because of interviewer unavailability, because of this, because of that, the interview will get cancelled. But nowadays it is very simple. It's a click of the button, you can cancel it. It's a click of the button, you can schedule it, right? So powerful, and you can utilize that. Okay, if you don't have a right tool set, then it is a very challenging thing to practice. So that is the reason I recommend have a good laptop. Okay, have a good internet. Only these two things are enough, and good environment where you can practice. Now meanwhile it is downloaded, so now you can go like show into folder, so that you can see my download folder is very clean, right? You see, very clean, so I don't have any much and things. Now what you need to do, you just right click and run as an admin, or you double click, it will open. Now it's installing. Okay, you need to select the language here, so obviously English, and click next and click yes. You might not see a blank screen, but I just clicked on yes. It will ask for prompt. Why? Because it is not a virus, or it's not any other software unknowingly installing, okay, which will ask for next, 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 and without a human intervention it won't install. Why? Let's say I can send you a malware and I would like to install, but Microsoft will tell you some software is installing. Are you really installing it? Type yes. Yes, I'm installing, so it's not a virus or malware. Okay, then that's fine. That's how Microsoft is put some human intervention there. So that is the reason you will get yes, yes every time. You need to click yes, yes every time. Okay, here you need to accept terms and conditions, because they put a lot of efforts to build the software. So you need to click this tick button, agree. So whatever you are say, I'm okay with it. Okay, that's what agreement. And you just click next. And I don't want any desktop shortcut, because it will unnecessarily, I don't like that. Okay, that's your wish. If you really like it, you can keep it, but I don't like that. Okay, so that's how it is. Very easy to install and download the Power BI desktop. Now this is for free. You no need to have any license to work with Power BI desktop. So most of the institutes, they will only give the Power BI desktop. They won't give you the license to practice, right? Because they think that this is more than enough. Because yeah, in terms of Power BI developer, Power BI desktop is more than enough. But lot of interview strategy change it to, if you really real timer, then they will ask some questions on Power BI surveys. If you don't practice, then you are gone. So that's the filtration that could happen. I'm part of interview panel. I am part of interviewee. There is a lot of techniques, tricks, tips that are out there. You can connect with me one on one. Okay, so that you will definitely get a lot of things for free, right? So utilize that opportunity. I always recommend connect with me. So from Monday onwards, if possible, we can start this interaction sessions. We can make all the friends. Okay, please do not sleep on bed and start attending calls. Okay, so click finish, so it will launch the Power BI. So because you are working, so let's say you feel that from today onwards you are doing the job, but the job is learning job for first 1 month or 2 months. Okay, then because you should prepare your mindset that after not 2 months, from today onwards, I feel like a employee, so that I can attend the stand-up calls with the team. So you think that these are all for team members, okay, how they are learning and how you are learning, so everything that you can, so simply you can close that yellow pop-up, nothing, there's no problem at all. So it will ask you for sign in, but still you don't require to sign in. See, you see still sign in option is there here. Okay, so you don't need to require to be sign in. I don't know why my cursor is stuck. Okay, so you see the sign in here, but still you don't need to be sign in. That perfectly works. There's no issue, but yes, when you require to be sign in, I will explain you. Okay, so here you see we will discuss about this all these options maybe tomorrow Monday, but for now I'm going to tell you that I'm going to get data from a web. Okay, this one, you see this, import data from web page. So I'm going to go that, and here I'm going to give you a web page. Okay, so the web page is what is that, IMF database. Okay, this is International Monetary Fund. Okay, where they will analyze the world, okay, GDP rates, and why who is doing, China is doing good but America is not going good, India is still emerging, like that. They will create some reports. Okay, so you click on this link, it will go to a website. It is a public website, anybody can go and get the data. Okay, so here you come down and you see World Health Organization, WHO or WEO, World Economic Organization, something like that, I don't know, but you click on this by countries. Now you see there are 5 steps to prepare the report, but we are not preparing the report inside this website, but we will prepare the report in Power BI desktop. Okay, so I want all countries and come down the second step. Now the second step, you see, you just click next, continue, because it's selected all green colors, all countries are selected. Okay, so continue. The second step we don't do anything, click continue. The third step, you see there are wide varieties of data sets that are available. You take the first one, click continue. Second step we don't do anything. Third step, select the first one and click continue. It is still running, you see this is running. And in the fourth step, you select how many years of data. See, they have also estimated the future, 2023, 24, 25, 26 data they have estimated. So if you want, you can go for 25 also, and I don't want this 2019, let's go for 2020. 25 years of data I want to analyze the world. Okay, so these are the different options, but you don't do anything, just click prepare report. So in the fifth step, you see the report, but this is not our report. This is just IMF report. But using this data, I would like to prepare the reports in Power BI desktop. So for that, we need to just click on this so that it will select everything. If it is not selected, just click Control A, so it will come like that, and right click and copy. And make sure you cut it so that nothing won't be there. So it should be clean, which means everything you selected. Otherwise, you will get error. Okay, so you just click down and then paste the here. Let's say you paste it till here, it won't give proper information. So make sure you should select everything. You should paste it here. Either you copy or cut, whatever it is, but you should copy entire URL and then paste. Then only it will work. I see people who are only copying off of them, and then they are facing errors, then they could not able to proceed. Okay, so click OK. Let's see what actually happening. So beyond the scenes, Microsoft will do the web scraping. So web scraping is a mechanism, okay, which will actually scrap. You know what is scrap means? You know, iron scrap, right? So they will just unwanted, unused iron, they will put it into the scrap. So scrap means they will just, you know, press it very close and then they will put something like this. So something like that. So the website will be scrapped out, and it will, from there you will see some kind of information. You see, this is the information that I have. You want this? No, I don't want this thing, or this thing. Let me go and see this one. Yes, this is what I want. Very good. So let's see here. Which one is good? So here also 11 columns, here also 11 columns. So I can take anything. Okay, I've been watching, but you can observe closely what is the difference between table 1 and table 2, and based on that you can decide which one you take it up. But I'm recommending take anything. That is not an issue because we are practicing here. But if you want to focus more closely, observe more closely, then you go and check like how many columns are there, what is the column, which column is actually missing between table 1 and table 2. You just try to do that. But here I can directly load, but I don't want to load directly because I see the headers are here. The column 1, column 2 are not the headers. Country is a header. This is the header. Okay, the scale is the header. You see this 2021 is a header. This is the amount. So that is the reason it requires some kind of transformation. So I don't want as it is. I want to do some kind of massage the data. I want to clean the data. I want to prepare the data. So the what is now, you see this is the tool inside the tool. Okay, you see now this is the Power BI desktop, but this is the Power Query editor. I don't know why this is getting stuck, but it's already running. Okay, so now you see two things. Power Query editor. I don't know why this is getting stuck, but that's okay. The Power Query editor and the Power BI desktop. So these two are different tools. When you click on transform, the tool inside the tool is open. What is Power Query? The tool inside the tool. It is a ETL tool. It will clean the data, it will prepare the data, it will transform the data, it will massage the data. Okay, so it is a preparatory steps that you can prepare the data for your report. It will extract the data, it will transform the data, it will load to the Power BI desktop. So it is an ETL tool. Here we do transform, here we do add column, here we create a new table. So lot of things we do within Power Query. We will see throughout the session. Many times we will come and work in Power Query. Okay, so now what I will do, let me make it big so that we are in a different tool, so that we understand that we are in a different tool. Now here we realize this is the first row is a header. So this is a header. So there is an option use first row as a header. You see here, use first row as a header. You see here, use first row as a header. Okay, I'm going to click that. Now what happened? This row become header. You see the applied steps. We will come to this applied steps later, but for now you just understand that that's what we are actually doing this. Okay, so now here I don't want the data as it is. This is only one text, so I don't want this for my reporting purpose. I can remove this simply. Okay, and even I don't want this and this also. So you can select shift click on the head, not here, head. Okay, here, so that entire column will get select, and here also. So but why it's not selected to, you need to put either control or shift and then remove. And this is also completely empty. You see this black color means empty, the green color means it's good data. So data quality also it will check. So we will discuss about data quality later, but I don't want this. Now you see each country, each year GDP growth, but I want only country and GDP. I don't want anything else. I want country, year and GDP. Three columns I want. But here I have only country and year wise data. Okay, and moreover this is a number, but you see the ABC is a text. Here you see ABC is a text. So we can make this to a decimal value. You see some decimal values also somewhere. Here you see decimal values. So what you can do, you can select all of these columns, shift and click, okay, the last one, and go to transform and click data type to, or you can say deduct data type. So it will automatically select the data type, but you see some disturbances, some errors that you could see here. Okay, so how to fix that error? So you can go and see what is causing the problem. So what you can do is you can go to home and you see keep errors. It will keep the error. You see this is causing the issue. NA. So you see NA is here. Whenever you click on that, no wait. Whenever you click on that error, the error description you see treated NA. NA is not become 1.2 because this 1.2 is a decimal. So NA is a text. So how the value will change to a decimal value? So that is the reason it's giving error. So how to make that? So change that type you should remove, and you see there is an NA. Okay, search for N. You see this is causing the issue. So first of all, let's see what is there in that. Okay, just select this, unselect everything and search for N, and you only select this and remove that. Make sure nothing is selected, only N is selected. Now you click OK. Now you see NA is only available one record, so that is fine. So let's remove this NA because it is not valid record. So this is no useful for the business. You can simply remove this. So how you can remove? Search for this blank also. You can select and see the blank. What is the blank here? You see the blank is also having some NAs, but that is also not required. So two things we need to remove. First thing is remove this blank, and second thing is search for NA and select this and make sure nothing is selected, this blank and that blank. Okay, click OK. Again we don't want to select clear filter. So unselect this and search for N. Now this also should be unselect. And now when you close this, see everything is selected except the first blank and then the N. Okay, N could be somewhere in the last. Okay, you see last. This is also not selected because we don't want this data to make it data type proper. Now that is clean. Now let's make this. I'm going to finish in another 15 minutes. Okay, just plan accordingly to detect data type. That's all. Now still you see some error. You see now still you can ask keep error.
Hello, Mahinder.
Yes, please.
Yeah, actually, I am facing the problem. I am not able to see the full screen. On the top, it is showing. On the top, it is showing the participants list. Actually,
that's okay. That's okay. No need to worry about it. Do you see any disturbance with that?
Yeah. Font is very low, so I cannot see the screen.
Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll install the zoomer. Okay, so maybe that could give a zooming mechanism so that you can see. Let's see control flow. Maybe if you join from mobile, you could see that problem.
I joined from laptop only.
Laptop, still you are getting problem. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll install the zoomer, okay, so that I can zoom the screen from tomorrow. But anyway, I'll give you the recording. Okay, in the recording you don't see that participants anything. Okay, you can stop and start this recording, and then you will get the clear understanding. So wherever
but while attending the class, if it is not clear, so I cannot ask doubts, right? Even I am not able to see the screen. That is the
I
problem.
agree your point, but yeah, just wait for today. Tomorrow I will install the zoomer. I will make it zoom wherever I go, so it will be let me install the zoomer. Okay. um,
Is there any way to hide this participant list on the top?
you check in the Google or YouTube and let me know. I'm also interested for that. Okay, even I will check. Okay, but if you can check that, that would be great. Okay, now I have installed the zoomer, zoom it, and let me show you what does it mean. Now you see clearly. Is it working?
Yeah, a little bit better.
It's working, right? Could you see this clean better, Babu?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. So
Still. So
this is
can you use some Zoom tool or some other so that we can see the full screen?
okay. We'll discuss maybe after this class. I will call you.
Okay.
Okay, we can
Okay.
discuss what exactly the issue. So yeah, I understand there is some problem, but yeah, so we can discuss. I will call you after this call. Okay, so this is the problem. This is a problem area. So we need to fix this also. In 2001 there is one more na extra na is there. So what we can do, we will close this, and again we can change this data type to close. Now it become abc. Now search for na here. Now here also we have some na, and remove this. Now click ok. Now let's change this to filter it again, and go to transform and detect data type. Now you see it should be clean green color. So which means now this is properly quality data. Okay, but still what I want column, year, and the GDP. So how I get it? So you should just select this column. You select these columns, and then I'm going to transform with unpivot. Okay, so what is this unpivot? Now here you see the year column and the GDP column. So what is the unpivot? We will discuss this extensively detailed way in the next session. But for now, you understand that unpivot is nothing but changing the columns to values. You see, years are actually available, was there in the column names, but now we change it to a row, right? So column become row here. Okay, so this is called year column, and this is called GDP value. So what is the unpivot output? Attribute and value. Okay, GDP. Okay, GDP value. So this is what I want, and then now you see previously before unpivot, how many columns are there? 195 columns are there. How do I know? There is a count row option. You click insert. It will tell you 192 countries are there. So 192 records are there. But after that, after you do unpivot, it will become, because each country 1152 records came. So 192 versus 1152, because the record count is huge, because each country has now 6 records. So 192 into 6, then that much record count will become. So when you do unpivot, the rows becomes columns. Let's say how many rows you are doing into columns. So how many columns you are making into 2 rows. So it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20. Also it will change it to 2. One is attribute and the other one is value. We will discuss anyway extensively in the next session. So you no need to worry about unpivot at this point of time, but I have done unpivot to make this report ready. Okay, so you can close and apply. That's all. The power query is done. So this is how we do lot of power query transformations in going forward. and you will learn extensively on Power Query, what kind of transformations we do, what kind of columns we will add, how to remove duplicates, how to do this, how to do that. A lot of things that we will explain extensively, and we do a lot of assignments in Power Query. Okay, so that is one of the area where you can learn a lot of things. And in interview also they will ask the questions. Let me open this. Okay, now the data is loaded here. Now you see three columns. Okay, now you take table and put country, so you see all countries information here. Okay, so all unique countries and GDP value. Okay, this is the table, and you can convert that into something like this. So each country, how it is actually growing, so you can check the data. Okay, let's say if you want to take only top 10 countries, so you can see GDP by top 10 countries, maybe like this. Okay, not basic filter but top and filter, you can apply top, let's say 5, maybe 10 you might be, but top, when you say top by what, GDP value. Okay, you can see now only top 5 countries. So this is how you can do a lot of reporting mechanisms. Okay, and you can also put year into slicer, so which year you want to do. Okay, I will show you, we will explain about slicer and everything, the visualization part, but you can make that nice slicer, so you can see 2020 2021 how they are. But you can also take country into map. Okay, let's say map is working or not. If you bring like this, automatically it will go to the map. Now you see map is working. Okay, if map is not working, I will tell you how you make it work. Okay, and you can also put some country also into the slicer. Take slicer and put it here and bring the country there, you see. And if you want, you can also make the countries like this, horizontal to vertical to horizontal, you see. Angola, so where is the Angola? Here the Angola, and you see what is the strength, and in which year you want to see. Okay, and you put some table information also. If you want a data label, you can on the data label also, so that you can see what is the number. 1578 is the number, 1.78 billion dollars in 2023, Angola. Okay, likewise you can check two countries, like let's say Angola and Albania. So now you see these two countries are actually checked between 2021. So this is how you can analyze, slice and dice the data. A visual will interact with other visual, a visual will interact with other visual. If you want, you can put the table also. Let's say under this you can put one more visual, control C control V, and make it to a table, so that you can easily understand what we have done. So now you are checking with Angola and Algeria, so that what is the total GDP value and what where they are, and you can see visually. You can select this like this also. You see the values will change in 2022. If you want to select one more also, you can take Algeria, and this one also. You see. If you want to take Afghanistan, you can still take. So how many countries you have selected? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can visually see the countries, and you can see the data, you can see the graph, you can see the slices, what you have selected. Everything is very, very interactive mechanism. So this is one of the small capabilities that you have seen today. And this is how you create the reports. And this is how you need to save the report. So I'm going to save this as, I've created one folder for you. For the going forward, I will save all the PBX files here. So this is what it is, world GDP report. Okay, so world or IMF GDP report, IMF GDP report. So it's saved. So you might have seen, so how I'm going to explain, right? So you could see every batch in Power BI. We have a lot of record, training in every every batch you will see these many reports that you get created. You see SSRSS and the notes, everything that I'm going to explain. I will give you a lot of assignments in August 2021. You see, this is how I've explained in August 2022. You see, this is how I've explained. So every batch I've created a separate folder. Likewise, I've also created very old batches. I've made it something like this. So you will see October 2022 also here. I will make it pin here October 2022. So we just created one notes and one report so far. So you will definitely get a lot of reports. So we will create a lot of reports like 10, 20, 30 reports that we can create, and I will also give you assignments so that become more reports. So you will get with this training you will create more than 50 to 50 reports that you can create easily. That's what I can tell you, but it could be more than that also. Okay, but that's how the training would be. If you have any questions, and then we need to publish this to service, so that this is not end the game. So this is you develop as a developer, you could see, right? So if I don't want, then we can unselect everything, and this is, you see, top 10. You can change the title to top 10 because only top 5 or top 10, top 5 only. Okay, you see top 5 countries, you can change the name also. I will tell you how to change the name. Okay, but still can go to this, change the title to sum of GDP top 10 countries, top 5 countries, top 5 countries. Okay, you can make like that, and you make it center. You can change the background color to red. You can change this background color to something else. If you don't like this yellow, you make it some this kind of black, and you can do this effects on visual on border. Just click on this. Okay, click on this also, so that you could see very powerful, nice design. We will discuss designing, okay, in separate session, how you could make a powerful designing without getting any escalation. How I got the escalation, how you should not get escalation. So everything I will explain you later. But for now, you think that this is how um, you create the dashboard, and you can change the background color also by just changing the canvas settings or page information. Not here, canvas background, maybe you could change light silver color. Okay, you see some, let's say, zero transparency, that still you can see some background color has changed. Maybe you could change this to maybe light blue. You can see the difference. So it's a nice visualization, but we will explore this more. So let me publish this. Okay, so I'm going to publish this. So when you click publish, you need to ask to save, yeah, because I've already saved, but still you need to click on save. Now it will ask email address. So here you need to provide the email address. Okay, so this email address I am going to give it to you. Okay, for now I will publish this to a last month last month batch. So my email was mahinder dot so sept 2022 at the rate vegan 8 on microsoft.com. So this was my email address. I will give it to you, your name dot some October 2022. So this yet to be created. Whoever is paid the fee, you will get that kind of. Okay, so this one password, I forgot the password. Let me get the password. So we will share something like this. Okay, so you need to apply this and sign in. And now let me publish to my workspace. You see, a lot of people have created their workspaces in the last batch. Okay, so you will get that kind of detailed explanation. Okay, I published into my workspace. So let me log into that so that you will understand how that looks like. app.powerbi.com. and you see a lot of workspaces that you have seen there. But my workspace, you see here, this is what I published here. But here this is not working. This is a known issue. I will tell you how to enable this, that we will discuss later. Okay, so now you see here, you can click control click to understand between these three countries. You see that, and you could set only two or something like that, so that the value will get changed. So this is very powerful tool to interact between visuals. Okay, so tomorrow we will discuss what is MSBI, and not tomorrow, Monday. What is MSBI? How it is related to Power BI? Do we really? So if you want to know more countries, you can also click on more countries like this. So I think we should have increased this something like this. Okay, you can get like that. Okay, so because 195 countries, obviously, if you put entire page also, it won't come. But I recommend not to like this. Maybe drop down and you can search it also. Let's say if you put the search mechanism, and you can search for, let's say, India. Okay, you can select that also. Okay, where is India? Here, you see. And you want also compare between another country, so you can just search for that. Let's say USA, not United States. You see, now you are comparing between India versus United States in, let's say, 2020. Okay, India is more. I don't know what is this. GDP value is still going on. It's more GDP. You see, United States versus, maybe data might be wrong, but this is the reality. Okay, in 2020, 2021, 2022, GDP is more for India, but not for US. This is 0.45 millions. This is 0.06 millions. Okay, so that's how it is selecting, but that's how it's working. Okay, this is brief about Power BI. So this is how we work, and here you will share this, share this report to end user, so that they will check the reports. Okay, this is the SDLC, report development lifecycle. So this is how you get the data, transform data, create visuals, publish into service, and share to the end user, so that they will check, they will understand the business to make the decision decision effectively. Okay, that's all for now. And I exceeded 2 minutes extra, but that's okay. This is demo, so you will. I know you are very interesting, and this is Saturday. And let me know if you have any challenges. We can discuss. I will check this Zoom it. I'll daily use Zoom it. Okay, so that wherever you don't see the clarity, I will go and Zoom it. You can just unmute yourself and you can ask me, like how Babu was asked. So you can also ask. I recommend to ask the questions. Okay, that would be a really a very both ways we can discuss. I mean, if you talk something, I can improve my even the topic that I just discussed in the class, right? So if you don't ask any questions, I feel that this is a best one that I can give. So you just go to the recording. I will share the recording to everyone because as it is a demo, I will share with public. So I will share this to the group. Okay, you can go through that and let me know if you have any doubts. Thank you for joining. Have a great day.
Hello, sir.
All the best for you. Yeah, please, questions, please. Yeah.
Sir, any formulas and coding is needed for this?
So you required a DAX, but that's very, very basic. Okay, I will explain you how you can easily play with the DAX. But yeah, with expert help, you will easily understand how you can learn it. But DAX is just like Excel formulas. Okay, in Excel you do sum and min and max, right? So that kind of things. And without DAX also you can create the reports. That's what we will learn. And with DAX, what is the difference between with the DAX, without DAX, and DAX is really required or not? Everything that you will understand. Okay, with assignments. Okay, so make sure what I can promise. Do you require any programming language? You do not. required any programming language as a prerequisite. And as I told you, who failed intermediate, who failed BTech all subjects, who failed degree, they are doing jobs with 10 lakhs packages. Okay, I'm not highlighting anybody. I don't want to highlight them, but that's how it is. They can learn if you can. If they can learn, you can easily learn. If one person can learn, we are not inventing the wheel. Remember, we are just trying to learn the subject and trying to do the subject, trying to do the job. That's all. Okay. So come up with a lot of passion, a lot of interest. Definitely, you will get the success. So DAX is not at all a blocker, not at all a challenge. It is easy. If you get the feel of it, you can play with it. You will understand how I play with the DAX. Okay, so that you will get definitely confident. But there you need to put some extra efforts. You need to practice. I will tell you how many times you need to practice. Those many times you need to practice. Then you will definitely get the confidence. And DAX is optional. I'm telling you. Without DAX, you can create 100% reports. Okay, but still you need to learn DAX. I will tell you why. So that that could be answer your question, right? So DAX is required, and it is like Excel formulas, and I will help you a lot to understand it easily. Any other questions, please?
Sir, one more, sir, I have. So what will be the scope of Power BI in next 5 years? Is there
Yes,
any
that's what.
rise
As
and
I
fall
told
which
you,
we can
Power
see?
BI is a futuristic tool. Okay, so definitely, as per the trend by Gartner, by Google Trends, it is going to grow definitely, because as we see the data, the bigger data business cannot understand. You see, you put the data into the tabular format, and the tabular format cannot be understood by the business. They want like graphs, easy to understand graphs. So where they can go and present what is the best tool in the market, ultimately the Power BI, because the trend is toward going towards to Power BI because of cheaper cost, because of easy migration. So everything that they've included. So that is the reason market is going towards Power BI. So Power BI is a futuristic tool. It can work with data science. It can work with IoT. It can work with machine learning. Okay, I will show you IoT dashboard, how it works like the ECG. Okay, ECG kind of reports that we will create. A weather report, how weather is changing every minute. The sensors, if you put a biotechnology sensors where the gas is increasing, then the sensors will sense it and it will come to Power BI within a minute. You will get that report alert, and you will go and fix that particular sensor. So that kind of thing is going to happen in Power BI. Any other question, please? And please do not record the session. Anyway, I'm going to give the recording. I see Anil is recording. Please stop recording. So I recommend, please do not record the session. I will give you the recording.
Sir, one more, sir, I have.
Yeah.
This is for particular only business sector or any sector? This is
Any
for
sector
only
it
for
will
business
work.
like that.
Any sector it will work. Wherever there is a business could happen. It could happen in finance. It could happen in insurance. It could happen in healthcare. It could happen in automobile. It could happen anywhere. Whatever the business that you take that required business intelligence, that required Power BI. It could be a small company. You go for pro license with 950 rupees or 1000 rupees per month, and you can create your business reports and you can work with it. So from 1000 rupees to $5,000, the Microsoft is offering. It is targeting small scale to medium scale business to enterprise business to Fortune 500 companies also using Power BI. If you have a single
Thank
person
you, sir.
business, still you can use the Power BI. If anybody having any startup plannings, you can still use the Power BI. Any other questions, please? Okay, so please share your feedback with me personally, not in the group. Okay, like this, you could have yeah. So you could have discussed something like this. So a lot of discussions that could have happened between everybody one on one. So please connect with me. You can simply search for Mahendra Academy Pro. You will get my name, my photo, and you can say hi, and you can ask whatever the questions you have. It will be 24/7. It will be online. So if it is yes or no questions, or it could be discussed via chat. Chat is first mode of communication. Okay, why? Because in the real time you discuss with your team lead, your team members with chatting. Okay, okay. If it is urgent and important, then we can go for call. And if it is complex to explain in the chart, then we go for call. So these are the three filters. Is it complex to explain in the call? Is it urgent? Is it important? Then go for call. Otherwise, chart is the best mode of communication. You should improve your charting skills. From today onwards, you chart every day with your friends, with English in WhatsApp, in Skype, wherever it's possible. Okay. Thank you, friends. Thank you for your time, and all the best for your future. Definitely, you will rock in Power BI service with my mentoring and guidance and training. Okay, all the best. Still, you have any question? You can call me directly on my mobile number.